thought going in, because it got so many good reviews, I thought it was going, because I tried not to read the reviews to not colour doing this, and also not to sort of colour my opinion of it. I thought there were going to be loads of stuff in it about like world's over because of oil, that kind of thing.
They don't really dwell on how.
In the opening monologue, it says that it was because of like an oil war, and then they descended into civil war and stuff. But that's it.
That's it, innit? Yeah. It's like a little snippet of dialogue, and we don't really dwell on like how the world got to this point too much, because otherwise I think it just ruin it.
Yeah.
And you just want to get into the action.
Yeah, there are some bits there are bits in where like the graffiti on the wall said who killed the world.
Oh yeah.
And one of the characters says it at one point.
Yeah.
But it's very, very subtle.
Yeah.
Not subtle, obviously, because the film isn't subtle.
It's not subtle at all. No.
But like, it's not subtle, but it's not huge. It's not like you don't have to have it put down your neck to enjoy the film.
Yeah.
Which is, to be honest, I'd prefer that.
Yeah.
Everyone knows them action films. They're crap.
Yeah.
The ones where they're like, it's because of the oil.
The oil, man.
There are some like that came out recently, but I can't remember what they are. You know, like action films where the subtext is clearly text.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. But no, Mad Max Fury Road is just a solid blockbuster with none of that.
It's unabashed about what it is.
Yes.
And so like my only complaint with the film.
Yep. Oh, I had a few, but they're very minor.
I've got a few tiny, minor little complaints. The first hour was great. The first hour, it's delirious. You've got no idea what's going on.
Yep.
And we keep an amazing pace going. I think it kind of dips a bit in the middle.
Yes.
And it makes it a little bit schmaltzy. So like I mentioned Nicholas Hoult in the film, which I thought was a really weird choice, because Nicholas Hoult is mostly known for being like a teenage hipster love idol wannabe.
Well, he was in About a Boy, and he was in Skins,
and he's in Jack the Giant Slayer Killer.
Yeah.
And he's in that Warm Bodies, about one with a zombie falls in love with a girl.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a really weird choice, and I was really enjoying his performance. Like, he's just gone nuts. He's crazy. Remember, he has like a kind of a bit of a forced romance with like one of the wives.
Yeah, I didn't need that.
Yeah, I didn't need that at all. But that was a bit unnecessary. But then, like, for the last bit, it picks up the pace a bit.
I think, when it's like... So the film is based on, like, it's just one big chase. So somewhere, and then they go back. Because they go all the way to... So basically, they find these women, because Charlize Theron has told the wives they're going to go to the green place, which we can assume is, like, normal Earth.
Yeah.
Where it's full of gardens and that kind of stuff. But then they find out that place has already died.
Yeah.
So they decide to just sort of wander, but then Mad Max says the best thing to do is to go back and take over the whole citadel.
Yeah.
And that was like what they were going to do. And but yeah, like I think that from the point where they find the band of women, they're called the Order of the Mothers or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. When they find them, it dips a bit because they sort of spend 10 minutes just explaining what they're going to do next.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just dips a bit, and then but when they start to go back, then it picks up again.
Yeah. And like the last half hour is just delirious action again.
Yeah.
Which is it's just entertaining.
I honestly didn't think they were going to go back to the Citadel, because I thought it was going to be one of them films where like, because the original Mad Maxes are quite pessimistic. They're not like Mad Max doesn't try and save the world. He just sort of survives. Like from what I remember, the second one, he just tries to save like. Basically, he finds like a sort of semi-hippie town, and he has to protect it from these bad guys who try and take over.
Okay.
It's like a classic western, really, where like it is basically just a western where the Lone Ranger has to fight off. It's 7 samurai with 1 samurai.
Oh, like Yojimbo.
Yojimbo.
Yeah, Yojimbo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like it always plays upon that, like in the first hour, then where like Mad Max steals the rig, and he's about to drive off without them because he's just trying to survive. But then he's obviously held back by some kind of moral dilemma.
But no, at first he can't drive off because he doesn't know the code to get across.
Oh yeah, but he's about to drive off and leave them.
Yeah,
That's what I meant. Like he just wants to survive, so he steals a truck and just drives off without them.
Yeah.
But ultimately he stays because he's got a moral dilemma.
Yes, I thought that could have been played up a bit better as well. There was no real... I think the fact that there's no real depth to the characters is both a positive and a negative.
Yeah.
Because they could have done a bit more explaining of why he stayed. It didn't really seem like he would care that much. I suppose you just go with it in the film. It's not really a problem. But at the same point, if they had spent loads of time explaining it, it wouldn't have been as good an action film.
Exactly, yeah.
So you take the good with the bad, really, don't you?
Yeah, you've got to, yeah. But no, I mean, I've heard that they wrote so much material for this one that they actually had enough to do like a second one.
Yeah.
So I would quite happily sit through another. I'm very specific here. Another George Miller directed Mad Max film starring Tom Hardy.
As would I.
Yeah, I would quite happily.
Yeah.
Because clearly this guy's got a great creative mind.
Yes. I actually, now thinking back, you mentioned it, I think they played on the Mad Max tropes quite a lot.
Oh yeah.
Normally, it's everyone dresses in leather, so I think the bit where he goes like, "That's my jacket," because it's made of leather.
Oh, yeah.
He takes it. Most of them, like he's like the big, he's like the good guy all the way through, and he's sort of in control all the time.
Yeah.
That's why he's kidnapped and doesn't do anything for the first half an hour.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that's what they were playing on a lot, and yeah, that's why he goes back to the Citadel, because normally he just doesn't care and he's just trying to go, yeah. But yeah, great film, great way they did that actually, and that's good. I didn't realise that till now, but yeah, they probably were doing that on purpose.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, better than Age of Ultron?
Infinitely better.
Infinitely better than Age of Ultron, I agree completely.
This will almost definitely be the best blockbuster of the year, I reckon.
Yeah.
But what's coming next? Jurassic World, which looks a bit meh. I never saw the big thing about Jurassic Park, to be honest. I mean, I like the first one, it's good, but...
No, see, you know, same for me. Like, I love the original film, it's a great film, but I never quite got the whole, like, Jurassic Park, It's like, did you see Jurassic Park 2 and 3?
Yeah. And, like, what's it, Terminator Genocide?
Oh my god, that looks awful.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced of it. It's like because the trailers, as expected, played before Mad Max, and it was like, remember all the great lines from Terminator 1 and 2? Well, they're back! Only said by different people, and they're slightly playing on the words, but it's the same lines. Like, you know, when Daenerys Targaryen is like, come with me if you want to live.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh.
But yeah, it's like, I'm not holding much hope for the rest, but this film is...
Star Wars is coming out this year as well.
Oh yeah, that's Christmas, isn't it? So not summer block. I don't think it'll be as good as Mad Max.
No, probably not.
Mad Max is a legitimately, I would say, good to great film.
Yeah.
I think it's a very high 8, possibly 9 out of like 10 on that kind of metric.
Yeah, I agree.
It is the best type of summer blockbuster.
Yeah.
I can't think of the last one that was as good as this. Yeah, I'm lost. Terminator 2.
Terminator 2.
I mean, the ones since then that I've seen are classics are like The Matrix, which isn't as good because it's pretty okay. It's dated horribly.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, that's probably it. Guardians of the Galaxy was good, but I didn't actually think it was as good.
I thought Guardians was pretty great.
But yeah,
it's one of the best ones in a long time.
The best action film since Terminator 2. You can put that on the poster, Mad Max Fury Road.
Wow.
AOW.
AOW.
Yeah.
Next to Roger Ebert and Gene Siskel's review.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hated it. I loved it.
I hated it.
Yes. But no, go see Mad Max Fury Road. It's really, really good. You won't regret it. You'll get your full money's worth. And it's definitely the kind of film to see at the cinema.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
I also think what makes this better than Age of Ultron is that cinematic experience. Age of Ultron I thought would play better at home.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you know, you can revel in it a bit more, you can pause it
and go to the toilet and rest your legs and stretch a bit.
And you can watch the extended edition. Wow. Age of Ultron seems to be made for at home. This is like, you go, boom, boom, everything's so loud, it's so kinetic. It's just a big cinema experience. If I watched it at home, it probably would be like a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
There are a lot of problems that are smoothed over because you're just there, it's so loud, it's like a physical thing, you're like in there like I was like, a few times.
Yeah. Like, oh, Jesus, oh.
The bit where she was stabbed, I think, I was like,
oh, no.
Yeah, there's like a bit at the end where Charlize Theron gets stabbed in like the chest, and I was like, ugh.
Oh, Jesus.
Because it's such a physical, like the way it's directed, and like. But yes, it's a really, really good film. Did you honestly think Mad Max now would be any good?
No.
I thought it sounded awful.
Yeah. People would talk about the early trailers, and I was like, oh yeah, seems interesting enough.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we started hearing the plaudits coming in, and I was a bit like, what? Oh my god, a trailer actually lived up to expectations.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I honestly would not. Well, 2 years ago, if someone said to me, oh Chris, you've been lining up to buy a ticket to go see the new Mad Max film and you'd love it, I'd be like, you know what?
No.
Mad Max, that thing with Mel Gibson in the 80s? Really? No way.
The dated gay leather films?
The dated like gay leather films with Mel Gibson?
No.
No way.
No. Also, this film, I can't believe they managed to get 150 million.
I know, yeah.
It's so inventive and weird.
Yeah.
And off-putting.
Yeah.
Like, the characters are like, you never see characters
There's
who
like
have
boils.
disabilities as well. Like, they're missing arms and legs.
Oh, yeah, I love the guy at the end with like missing legs. He's kind of like wheeling himself around and...
But it's like, you know, it's like, I mean, in Hollywood terms, they're just ignored. It's like, it's good to see a film which has characters in it who are sort of different.
Yeah.
And things, something you don't see in a Hollywood film is a character with a disability and normally just ignored, so they don't alienate the audience. Is what they're sure that I'm sure the people at the companies think. Oh no, we don't want that in. The able-bodied customers will get nervous. Get them away.
It's almost like George Miller was laughing, like, oh my god, I'm actually getting away with this.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus.
But not saying that he was laughing at disabled people.
Oh, no.
If anything, it's better he includes them in because, you know, it's offensive, isn't it? Like, Hollywood, honest to God, I imagine, would think that, like, people seeing disabled people would be, like, offensive to them.
But I came across really, I mean more like how weird and bizarre the film is.
Yeah.
I didn't mean like, oh my god, I'm getting away with showing disabled people in a film.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like, yeah, like, oh my god, like, I'm getting away with making a $150 film that is so bizarre and so weird and...
Yeah. And features all this crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's surprising they even got 150 million to make an R-rated film.
Yeah. But that was my only thing as well. I wish it was an 18.
You wish you were an 18?
I wish there was more blood.
Yeah.
That was my only thing.
Yeah, there wasn't really much of it, was there?
No. Like when the bad guy got killed at the end, like basically his jaw was ripped off, but like I can only infer that.
Yeah.
From like, you know, from his body later. I wish it was a bit more bloody.
Yeah.
That's a tiny thing.
Yeah.
But I wish there was a bit more blood.
Yeah, a bit more blood. I'm surprised no one said the F. Was this actually a PG-13?
It was 15.
It might have been a PG-13. There was no language in, nothing too offensive. When people got run over, it was all like...
I don't know what it was in America.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me now actually, but I didn't even notice that.
No, I didn't know.
And it's only really looking back I thought like, oh, there could have been more of this and this and this. Yeah, like, you sort of just go with it as the
film comes.
Yes.
But yeah, I feel the only thing that kind of for me was just I wish there was a bit more blood.
Yeah.
A bit more body mutilation, and then it would have been perfect.
Yes. Do you think this is one of the best films you've seen of the year so far?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not as good as Taylor Princess Kaguya.
No. Don't forget, you also saw Inherent Vice, Chris, this year.
Oh yeah. My favourite film.
Yes. But anyway, yes, go see Mad Max Fury Road. It's very, very good. It needs your support to make a second one.
Yeah, please go see it.
We are thinking that this film could go either way.
Yeah.
It wasn't packed when we saw it.
Yeah. Mid-afternoon on a Sunday in Huddersfield.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was... Yeah. It was... People were there.
Yeah.
The turnout wasn't massive, but...
No.
Yeah, I really hope this doesn't tank.
I'm hoping it makes like $1 billion.
Yeah.
It definitely deserves to. It's a great film. Go see it.